we are live with a Sensei chat. It's going to be a little bit different today. We are not going to talk too much about like your XRP and your ISO updates. We're going to be talking about the market because the market is red hot. And what is up? Hold on one second. I got a million windows open. All right, that should be good. All right, let's get into it. Good to see everybody. Welcome, MMT. Always love to see you here first. Zelfernide, great to see you. I know a lot of Cryptonairz people are going to be coming in, and a lot of people here from YouTube. Man, it has been an exciting. It's been an exciting what, like 60, 90 days. Bitcoin is almost at 44,000. It is up 14%, 15% on the 7-day. Ethereum is the little brother following behind, almost up 10%. BNB kind of flat, XRP flat, Solana up about 4% here in the last 7 days. Cardano gaining some steam, up about 8%. Chainlink, I just bought some more Avalanche. I bought more Avalanche at like 20, 21, and I just bought a little bit more today. I'm going to be adding to my Avalanche bag. I'm going to try to maybe put about 10, 15 grand into AVAX because I do think AVAX will see all new time highs in this next run, as well as I think AVAX can go to like $200, honestly. So I'm excited to keep adding to my AVAX bag. I did add to my ICP bag recently, and I know we've been talking about ICP a lot inside of Cryptonairz. People making all kinds of money in there. It's great to see. I wish I could keep up with all these different trades that people are doing. Tia, man, if you don't know about Tia, I think it was Q&T introduced Tia into our community at like $2, and now it's sitting at $10. Just what is it, like 40 days later or something? Insane gains. If you are not in Cryptonairz and you just want to try 7 days for free, please look in the description of these videos and you can try 7 days. We've had like 30 people on the 7-day trial and 20 something of those people decided to stay. So take a look. Gala is pumping too, up 13%. Love to see Gala getting ready to go here. Crypto gaming is going to be the hot topic. We've been talking a lot about that the last 60 to 90 days inside of Cryptonairz. Casper exploded today. We actually went up here to about, what was this? Just over 5 cents. This thing exploded. 12/4/2023. I just want to show you something interesting here. So I was talking here in trades, and I just mentioned Casper here just the other day. Casper, let me see. Let me pull this up here. Yesterday, 6:53 p.m. Casper looks like it's coming out of its shell. Right. So, we're talking about this right before things blew up. Right. So if you're just hanging out in trades, man, this went up like 40% because this has come back down a bit here. But this is just one trade, just some things that we're doing inside of that community. So let's talk about the narrative. We're going to talk about the Bitcoin narrative. Let me just make sure everything's going off without a hitch here. ICP, insane clown posse, man. I remember those days. What was that? WC? Was that WCW or WWF back in the day? Kwame, nice to see you. Green Llama, great to see you. What's up? Glitching the Matrix. Hello, NCN, nice to see you. Amit, great to see you. Welcome. All right, let's talk about the market here, and I'll come back to the chat here in just a second. So comparing BTC moves over the last few years, the recent spike was not faster nor the sharpest. It was the slowest, actually. And so this is talking about just in comparison, BTC move. This is November, December. This is 2020, 2021, 2021. This is July and August, 2021, September, March, and then here's October. And so the recent move. And so compared to other moves short term, I mean, this isn't the biggest move that we had. So it's going to be exciting to see how this ETF narrative plays out. And we're going to be talking about that. So I got a lot of Bitcoin stuff. We're going to talk about the ETF narrative and what that's going to do for institutions. I'm going to get a little bit of altcoin information. We're going to talk about a few other projects that I have a keen eye on. Just a lot of stuff happening around the space. Just a lot of different things here. It's not going to be a super long 2-hour chat. We're just going to try to go through this information quickly and seamlessly as possible. So Bitcoin is doing something completely different to the previous cycles. I think we kind of know what's pushing this cycle, right? We have the pre-halvening period, which we're kind of getting into, and then we have the ETF, right? And so it is. Does anyone think we're going to get hit under 100K on Bitcoin? I saw some reports. I think it was Deutsche Bank put out a report that they think that Bitcoin is going to hit 100K before the end of 2023. That was a report, I think, from April of 2023. So I think maybe they thought the ETFs would be approved a little bit sooner, but it does feel like institutions are getting ready and coming in, you know, retail is going to slowly start coming back, guys. We're not quite there in altcoin season yet. And we're going to talk about that here in a little bit. But 45,000 for Bitcoin might be inside here. We'll just have to see how this plays out on the charts, and I'll bring in those updates. If history plays out, it has previously, it should be irresponsible not to have some exposure to Bitcoin. Let me just show you this real quick here. This is more of a trading view, but I'm just going to zoom in here. So, you know, we're kind of down here at this bottom peak here. There always could be corrections in the market, so you just want to be very careful. But we are definitely going to be heading up, and you know, Bitcoin is something that is probably going to see six figures, depending how high we go into the six figures. I think should be the real question. But as the dollar loses some of its value, that's sending everything skyrocketing. You saw gold kind of come up the other day. Stock market is kind of rallying because the dollar is losing some of its value. Bitcoin market cap has flipped Facebook, Berkshire Hathaway, and Tesla, which is kind of that's kind of cool. Bitcoin's approaching that $1 trillion mark again. So exciting times. Looks like Tesla's down a bit here. So, you know, when you're looking at all these regular traditional investors, right, and they're looking at Bitcoin up 150% a year, and they're looking at their stock portfolio up maybe, you know, 5-10%, you know, are these people going to start kind of giving in or caving in and start going to enter our market? Because I think slowly but surely that is what we're seeing, and that's what is going to happen here over these next couple months and next couple years. You also have 1 second. All right, so you also have Swiss fund manager Pondo Asset officially files for spot Bitcoin ETF. 13 Bitcoin ETF applications are in total now. Man, this is a lot of money coming our way, guys. A lot of money. Also, we have another thing, another spot Bitcoin ETF S1 prospectus amendment tonight. This is one of the BlackRock. SEC is obviously giving multiple issuers the same or very similar instructions. So, you know, BlackRock, I think is like 676 to 1 on getting ETFs approved. So we know what's coming, right? If you're betting against BlackRock getting approved for an ETF, you know, that's kind of a fool's gamble. And so, you know, when they approve BlackRock, they're going to have to approve, you know, some of these other ones. So Kathy Ark's fund, you got the, you know, iShares Bitcoin Trust, you got all these other 13 in total, and there's going to be more, guys. There's going to be a lot more that get filed, and they're going to start approving these, you know, one after the other, and it's going to be exciting. It's going to be exciting. So check us out. How the Bitcoin ETF approval will impact prices plus supply chain squeeze, current price action, anticipating approval of ETF. So this is a pretty cool video. 53 seconds. Let me play this.
And at the same time, Bitcoin holders are accumulating. Around 80% of the total Bitcoin supply hasn't been traded in over a year. Around 70% hasn't been traded in over 6 months. So with that, a supply squeeze could even be in the making.
Yeah, just a quick remark, because you were asking what will happen after, but it may also starting to happen right now, just before. But the market most of the time will price the rumor and, you know, buy the rumor and sell the news. So we'll start to see this price action for people anticipating that will happen. We know there are some deadlines as well that coming like early January. So that's why we are this opinion more by the end of this year that it will be accepted. And then the market is already like pricing it, and it may accelerate. And then after, most likely you will see another wave, which is really the use case. I was talking about the fact you facilitate the access, and you will have more flow coming in for people to get the exposure to ultimately, if the liquidity is still a bit missing, that will drive the price up.
All right, and then I got another clip here that follows this. SEC decision deadline on ETFs is Q1 of 2024, and that's what you are seeing right now. You are seeing FOMO institutional level, and that's going to increase. That is definitely going to increase. Check us out.
Predominantly in altcoins. Just by show of hands, who actually knows what an ETP is? And for those of you who know what it is, who believes that the spot ETP will get approved before year end? Great. With that positive mindset, I'm going to actually ask you guys the exact same question. Maybe just explain what an ETP is to the audience, and then what your thoughts are on when it gets approved. I start with my thoughts. The approval date, obviously, I raise my hand, but it's uncertain, right? We have multiple deadlines. The grayscale deadline was already up last week, so the SEC, the ball is in the court of the SEC. They have to provide an answer soon. They either reject the grayscale Bitcoin Trust filing to convert to an exchange-traded fund, or they on new grounds, right? Or they just approve the product. On the other hand, we have a cohort of filings, out of which the first one will be the Argon 21 Shares 1, with a due date on the 10th of January next year. So before the 10th of January, I expect we have a definite response on the matter. An ETF essentially will act, at the moment, physically backed exchange-traded funds are nothing new, right? So in Europe, we have some assets like these, and in the US, we only have futures-based, so these are derivative-based. The underlying asset of the exchange-traded fund is the futures contracts that you can trade in the CME or in the CBOE. And with that, we have a very large product whose ticker is the BITO and is already in the market for a couple of years. So implications might be large. I guess we'll discuss that in a couple of seconds. And yeah, the deadline for the SEC at most will be in Q1 24. I expect an answer before.
I expect an answer before. Exciting. Exciting. And you're seeing a lot more conversations about Bitcoin on cable news. This is kind of where this new narrative is being pushed out into the public, to the United States and across the world, right? CNBC says Bitcoin is the first asset in history that is more scarce than gold. There's a ton of gold, right? And as they start mining asteroids and finding more gold, right? There's just going to be a lot of gold. Bitcoin has a supply. The only thing I worry ever with with Bitcoin is a 51% attack, and I know it's very unlikely, but it's still something that could happen down the line, or it gets out kind of who actually created Bitcoin, and if that is a an answer that people don't like, where it's like people in the U.S. government or something like that, I think that could have a negative impact. But other than that, the market is going to be probably soaring higher as this kind of Bitcoin boom takes off.
Question about the halving. I've heard it called the halvening or the halving, but either one. We're getting to that in April, I think, right? And that's been a bullish thing before. I sort of wonder, is it the same thing though? Is that already getting priced in, or is there something technical that actually happens that would make it be priced in closer to the event?
So so what we've seen historically is that the 12 to 16 months after a halvening is the best performance of Bitcoin. So that's what everybody's thinking about. This time might be different because the price of Bitcoin's higher. We now only have, I think it's 900 Bitcoin a day that come out, so that gets cut in half. It's not a lot of Bitcoin, but what it does do is it makes Bitcoin more scarce than gold. So for the first time in history, you have an asset that is more scarce than gold.
In what way more scarce?
Let's call it a stock to flow ratio. So the amount of Bitcoin mined every year divided by the amount outstanding, same with gold. And now there'll be, quote unquote, less Bitcoin than gold mined on a relative basis.
All right. Question about.
I thought that was a pretty cool clip. I got a few other things I want to show you here. And some people are never going to understand crypto, right? I mean, I think, what's this guy? Is this guy Sorkin or whatever? He doesn't believe in this asset class. I just think it's funny, right? Because this is a hugely watched news show. Right? They talk about the NASDAQ. They talk about Squawk Box. They talk about all kinds of different things here on CNBC. Let me just play this.
At 25, you were really saying this is way too. Now it's 42. You gotta eventually throw in the towel. What number where you'll say I believe in it? 100?
Well, I just think it's because it's such a abstract concept that it's like
But it's
a
not-
non-existent thing. Even though I know it's a thing for some people, I think
But
a lot
all
of people
money,
look at it and go,
huh.
maybe. I know it's a very philosophical
No, but there's
situation.
aren't there you can describe why gold is worth something. It's not because it's pretty, and it's not because it's used in jewelry. It's because it's immutable, it's cross-cultural, there's only so much around, and these are the characteristics of money since the beginning of time.
Everybody.
He's a believer in Bitcoin, not so much on this side. And I just think it's funny. I'd love to be this guy just kind of laughing at this conversation. But, some people are going to believe in crypto, some people aren't. And I think if you're here, you're listening, you believe in the future of this asset class and, tokenization, real world assets, GameFi, it's all coming, right? Friendly reminder that altcoin season index shows that all coins are moving at the same level as 2019, 2020. That was when the foundation was laid for 100x gains, right? So we have not even started altcoin season yet, guys. I know that altcoins, some of these things have been popping, 100%, 200%, 300%, but we really haven't seen anything yet. Okay, we are still pretty far away from it, and I'll show you that here in just a second. This is from Yoda. All body and soul ready for what's coming our way. Hope you guys are ready too, right? So you got altcoins retesting here. This is the crypto total market cap, including Bitcoin for altcoins. And we're probably going to see, us get back up here to this, $1 trillion mark. And then if we can blast past this, 1.7 to 2 trillion just in altcoins, I think we're definitely going to get there in this next run, probably even higher than this. This chart is going to look kind of silly. If you can imagine the move that we made here, right? This is kind of where we are right now, right? We're kind of down here before this huge explosion in price. Just remember, guys, when we get this huge explosion, do not hold on to all of your altcoins. Take some profits, right? I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not your financial advisor, but I've seen people hold on to things even after they've exploded just an insane amount of money. You never lose by taking profits, okay? You never lose. So just remember that. Don't get greedy out here. Be smart. Take some profits, and we'll see how far we can actually blast past these other highs. Okay, and we are at a 37 on the altcoin index here. Once this goes to 75, that's really when altcoin season should start. We're actually here. Let me just show you this. We're here, and altcoin season, for it to kind of really be in full swing, we need to get up here. Okay, so just understand that we're closer to Bitcoin season here than we are to altcoin season. All right, so we haven't even started this yet. One of these cryptocurrencies that we've been talking about in Cryptonairz in 2023 is Ocean. This is a great little chart layout here, kind of retesting. And we think that this gentleman thinks that Ocean is going to blast past $1 here. Let me just kind of pull up on the chart here where Ocean is, just so you can see where it is at the moment. Ocean protocol, we're at 52 cents here. So this person thinks that Ocean is going to go up here another 50%. So as you can see, the last 7 days, it has been climbing. It is kind of dumping right now. Another way to look at this too, guys, is when you're looking at charts or you're looking just at like coin market cap, don't buy, like when you look at this, don't buy into the 200% FOMO, right? Flip this around and see what's down, see what's kind of people are taking profits in. This is a better opportunity down in here than buying into this, these massive numbers, right? I know the community Cryptonairz has been talking about Beam for a while here. Man, what did we get into Beam ads? I know people were talking about it even before this, right? So, I mean, this has done, 300-400% return just in the last, 35 days, which is pretty insane. Merit Circle, these are these gaming ecosystems. That's been a hot narrative that we've been talking about nonstop in these chats that I host inside of the Cryptonairz Discord. But definitely want to be looking at charts a different way. You want to see where it's a good idea or a good place to kind of get in here. I know we've been talking about DXDY. This has gone up massively too in the past little while here. Let me just go a year. I mean, this thing took a move here too in the last 45 days. This is almost doubled in value. It's kind of come back down a little bit, but almost went to $4 and it's come back down to $3. So might be an opportunity there, but man, just exciting times. Let's keep it going here. Let's keep it going. A lot more stuff. Let me see if there's any questions or what are you guys buying? Like, what's interesting? What's interested to you in this market right now? Vape only has 21 million. Green Llama, you love vape. I started staking my what's it called? My VPN to earn some vape. I started doing that finally. I have 2 million VPND, and so I'm staking that to earn. Same, I've bought and sold BioFi at least 4 times. That's good. I mean, if you've done that, you've been taking some nice profits. KDA, I know you're pretty bullish on KDA and Flow right now. Let's take a look at KDA and Flow real quick. JP, when did you talk about Flow in Cryptonairz Discord? Was that in the last couple weeks? You're up nice on this position here. Not too bad. We're going to talk about some gaming projects here in just a second. Man, I think, what was it? It was yesterday. I did this chat in the Cryptonairz Discord. We went through all of this information yesterday, which was kind of insane. We went through like 40 different projects. I had a huge update yesterday that we did. We went through all of these different GameFi projects. We went through all of these real world asset projects. We went through a ton of information yesterday. So there's some chats that I do not do here live on YouTube. I just do in the Cryptonairz Discord, and we talk about a lot of different things in there. And that's kind of where a lot of these gains are coming from. But yeah, Flow's looking good. What else did you say here? ICP. Let's take a look at ICP because I've been having some dreams about ICP here. I'm feeling it. I just put a couple grand more into ICP today. If you look at ICP's all-time high when this thing first launched, $428. I would be happy with like $80. I mean, you know, just doing a 20x, you know, a 15 to 20x, I would be over the moon ecstatic. But it does feel like the ICP narrative is building, and so I've added to my position. I've also, like I said, I've added to my AVAX position. I'm adding AVAX and ICP when I can. I think AVAX is just a steal. You know, if you're kind of looking for something that really hasn't exploded yet. Also, Solana, guys, I had 2 dreams in a row about Solana like last month. It was very strange. $10,000 investment. It went up 170%. Obviously, the numbers really don't matter, but I don't usually dream too much about crypto assets. And so to see Solana in my dreams twice just kind of told me that I needed to get some. We were talking about this. I think JP was talking about this in the Cryptonairz Discord at $16. So back down here is kind of when, actually it was right in here. Is when we kind of been buying into this, right? Just below, you know, $16, $17. So it's been pretty exciting. It's been pretty exciting, man. It's so hard to keep up with all you guys because you guys have been doing so many amazing trades. I'm trying to learn as much as I can. Immutable X is something else that I think is going to be great. Immutable X has been dumping a little bit here. We're down about 8 cents here on the day. But they have 200 games coming out. I think Immutable X is something you should be paying attention to. The narratives right now in crypto, guys, are your GameFi narratives, your BedFi narratives, your real-world asset narratives. If you follow those 3 narratives in crypto, oh, you can add DePIN, right? Decentralized infrastructure. If you follow those 4 narratives, I mean, you really don't need to go outside of those 4 narratives. Those are going to be the hottest narratives in crypto right now. More GameFi, right? GameFi is just insane. I mean, you are seeing, if you were here in the last bull market in 2021, do you remember the games that were kind of out around that time? They were pretty awful. And now you're seeing, you know, these Unreal Engine, these just incredible looking games, right? And one of those games I think is going to be a monster, Shrapnel. This got brought up in Cryptonairz when this launched, right down here about 7 cents. I think it was either QNT or William brought this up. It might be QNT that brought this up. But I mean, this has just gone up. I mean, from 8 cents to 35 cents, you know, just in the past month is insane. And I think this is going to be $1 billion game. You can mark my words. You can mark my words right now. And if I'm wrong, you can come back and point fingers at me and tell me I'm crazy. But I think this will be $1 billion market cap before you know it. Another narrative that's been building around Playable. We're going to be doing an AMA with Playable here. You can see that people just took some profits to buy a bunch of different nodes. They had a node sale. We are going to be hosting them on Saturday in the Cryptonairz Discord. Old Bull, who is the founder, and I think his son Jet. We were going to do it last weekend, but there were some complications in the schedule. We have reconfirmed them for this Saturday, and I'm going to be asking all kinds of questions about their future. But if you take a look at this, I mean, just from you know, late October until now, this thing has done an 800% return. And if you actually were in the Cryptonairz Discord, God, what is this, like a year and a half ago? You were buying Playable nodes at $400. Okay, right now, Playable nodes, I think, let me just show you this real quick. And we have another node play that's coming out here in tomorrow. I am not going to break that down yet until my community has a chance to buy in. I will do a session on Friday talking about the new node project that I am really excited about. I've been talking about this now for a month. One of our team found it, and I'm over the moon excited for this. Let me just kind of show you this here. Let me see. Oh, here, nodes. Let me just, nodes. So now they've sold 6,300 nodes, of course. Nodes point this, damn, this is went from 1,200 to 1,000 now. So I had an $8,000 investment into Playable nodes. I own 20 nodes. So this means I get about 20 something thousand tokens a day for free, which is about 600,000 a month. At a penny, this would make me $6,000 a month. So I just think this is exciting. Nodes now are $6,400. If you were in Cryptonairz, you could have bought these nodes for 1/13 of the price. Just saying, there's value in that community if you need help out here in the crypto space. So let's keep it going. Atom does look like it is ready for a little bit of a takeoff, but I am not in Atom. I do not know much about Atom, but I just saw this chart. I just wanted to bring it. Anybody else in Atom? Do you think where's Atom heading here? Tell me what you think. Cosmos, Atom, what you think guys think? This is really what you want to focus on. Gamblify, real world assets, AI, gaming. This is the holy trinity. Okay. Winner. We are talking about Winner. We've been talking about Winner in Cryptonairz for some time. I think it was Rayon who posted about Winner. Is this months ago? I'd have to take a look and when he originally posted. I actually bought some Winner that I told the community I bought some Winner just in this last little dip here. Hold on. Just in this last little dip here, like in this little area, about 9 cents. I'm going to be holding on to this for a while. This is up 60% in 7 days. Let me just show you this real quick. Decentralized on-chain iGaming infrastructure. The Winner protocol pioneers the transaction of iGaming to Web3 by providing smart contract tools, a liquidity engine, and an interactive framework for builders. They have partnerships with JustBet, EX Sportsbet, DGens Bet, right? JustBet is a pretty big gambling site. I definitely know that. Used to do some gambling back in the day before I found crypto, and I'm like, man, I can't be gambling anymore. I got to be putting my money in the crypto market. But developers, investors, players, liquidity providers, here's some problems that Winner is trying to solve. Let me take a look and see when this was introduced real quick, because I'm actually interested now, because there's just so much how that happens into this community. Let me go old. 3/2/2023 is when we started talking about Winner in Cryptonairz. 3/2. All right. Damn, is the chart even heavier? So we were talking about it back kind of when it launched, or when it was, as far as the data here on CoinMarketCap is when we've been talking about Winners. So you had a good opportunity to buy in these, these down ranges here if you wanted to, but finding information early, that is what's key, and that's what we do in our community there. There is a link down in the description if you're interested in joining us. But Rio, another project that was introduced about like 13, 14 cents. This went up to 80 or 90 cents, and now it's been back down to, like, I think 60 cents. Prop PC is actually something that kind of is interesting to me. Let me show you this. Prop PC. What is it? Prop chain. Prop chain. That's what I wanted to show you. Prop chain is up about just under 4%. Kind of down right now. This thing just was recently about 250. It's at 232 now. $20 million market cap. Real world assets is definitely something that is going to be a hot topic, as you're going to see a lot of value being moved to blockchains. We actually have a Twitter, no, not a Twitter space. We actually Libertum. Yeah, we're doing an AMA with Libertum tomorrow in the Cryptonairz Discord. This is talking about real estate accessibility to everybody. They're having a pre-sale now. I don't know if the pre-sale is sold out. Let me see if I can pull it up for you just to show you. Let's see here. The pre-sale is 88% sold out. Now, understand this, that I have not spoken with the team yet. I have a lot of questions for them, but they do have a seed stage sale right now. You can buy at 6 cents. They have about 630,000 tokens remaining. $100 will get you about 1,600 tokens. This is supposed to launch in February 1st. So just understand that whatever money you put in here will be kind of locked in here. But there is no hold on the tokens. After the project launches, you will get those in full, and you can actually do what you want with those tokens. But here's the pre-sale started in December 1st. You have the whitelist sale, which, I mean, I don't know why. I don't usually have like a whitelist and then a pre-sale, I guess, or I don't know. But people are being able to buy right now before even whitelist. This is kind of how new this project is. Then you have a public sale, 25th January 2024. It'll be at 8 cents, and then you have the launch day on February 1st. Price is supposed to be starting at 8 cents. So it'll be interesting to see how this takes off. If you want to come inside of the Cryptonairz Discord for this free AMA tomorrow, let me go ahead and pull this information for you. Here it is tomorrow at 11 o'clock. Basically the same time that this just started. That is when we can thoughts on XVG. Let me go ahead and pull that up. I wish I basically, if anyone's interested in going to rob a bank or two with me, let me know. We need more capital, so we got to drum it up somehow. All right, VXV Verge. I am not in this project. I do not know much about it, to be 100% honest with you. A secure and user-friendly digital currency. Where do you think Verge is going? I wish I knew more about it, my friend. I wish I did. I wish I did. I do have a decent position in Velo here, thanks to Carolina Keith and JP. They've been talking to me a lot about it here in the background. Man, it's we just can you imagine? Can you imagine just kind of going back to? I mean, this thing has an all-time high of $1.70, but just in the last market, 2021, at the beginning of January, it went $1.60. Here in later in the bull market. In September, high of almost $1.95. Man, I would be over the moon if we just got somewhere even close to this. But I do have a decent sized bag of this. I have about maybe $4,000 in Velo sitting there, and so I have high hopes for that. So we'll see what happens with Velo. Let me see here. I wanted to just talk with you about a few more of these projects. AGI is Delicium. Let me show you Delicium. I have been talking about Delicium. I did an AMA with Delicium, God, months ago. This was maybe 4 or 5 months ago. We had Delicium in our community. You can actually buy Delicium nodes. Let me just show you this really quickly if you're interested. Just forgot to charge my computer. All right, let me just sign in real quick here. Sign in with email. All right. So let me just show you this real quick. Account settings, DMA. All right, so you can actually buy nodes right now if you want to. I will give you my referral link. Right now, I have about 30,000 rewards just sitting here. I'm just collecting them every day. I have 6 nodes. They earn about 250 AGI a day. AGI is an interesting one. They are working on, they have a game. As well as they have licenses that other game developers can buy that kind of gives you the tools that you need to build a video game, the infrastructure and all that kind of stuff. It's really actually pretty cool. And they have a lot of AI things that they are building. Create your digital AI twins. I've actually applied for early access. I'm waiting for it. The team always messages me. I should ask them how I can get my hands on this really quickly. That'd be kind of fun. The first AI-powered Web3 operating system, Lucy. You can actually have Lucy buy NFTs, crypto, create wallets, send crypto. You can have this AI tool really help you out and do trading. It's kind of fun. And they're working on some other AI narratives as well inside of this. And then they also have their game. And so I think this is one of those projects that has not yet even kind of closely blown up. Yeah, their partnerships with Altura, Ready Player, PathDAO. It's a pretty dope ecosystem, and I think this is going to be pretty cool. Let me go ahead and post this if you guys are interested in taking a look at nodes for Delicium. VXV is ISO compliant. That's great news. Who else is partnered with them, Nicole? Why do you like it other than it being ISO compliant? Because ISO compliant is great, but partnerships I think speak louder than just being an ISO compliant token. Just trying to kind of give you my honest feedback here, but tell me why else you like it, and maybe I'll be getting into it. When I take profits, I look for the biggest downs. That's smart, man. That's the way to do it. I know you're in Trader Joe's, JP. You really like that one. Let's see what else we can get here, guys. Tau, man. Tau has been on a little bit of a tear. $329. Look at this. This is insane. 10/22/2023. So I just want to check this out real quick, because I know we've been talking about Tau for a very long time in the community here. Let me just go old. 8/13/2022 is when we first started talking about Tau in the Cryptonairz Discord in 2022, which is pretty insane. Let me just kind of fast forward here on the schedule. Let me just want to check recent posts about Tau. As you can see, I mean, even Green Llama's in here talking about Tau back 11/16/2023, 11/3, right? I posted this about Tau. I mean, if you would have followed that post, it was right here. $89 is when that post went out. You'd be up 400% or 500% if you were kind of following along in the Discord. But you can see, like, QNT was talking about Tau end of October. Really good thread on Tau. I posted this on 10/4/2023, right? Here's the post on Tau at 10/4/2023. I mean, this is when you would have read that post, and maybe Tau interested you. You got interest in Tau. I'm learning how to speak, but that was at $53, and Tau was at $330. So having information at your fingertips helps. just wanted to point that out, that we've been having that narrative and talk inside of the community. All right, there's a few more things here I wanted to talk about before I move past this tweet. Winner, of course, we talked about. Rio, of course, we did talk about. Ocean, we talked about. AGI, we talked about. Tau, FET, right? A0, we've been talking about that a lot. Caspo, we've been talking about Caspo a lot in the Cryptonairz community. Arbitrum, I'm really excited about that Arbitrum play that's coming out tomorrow, guys. I hope you are too. If you want to figure out what this Arbitrum node play is, come into the Cryptonairz Discord and you can get the 7-day free trial and you can find out before it goes on sale. It goes on sale tomorrow, my time at around 6 p.m. You do not want to miss that. Nodes will be $300. All right. DAG is looking like it could break out here to the upside. It has been gaining some strength and momentum. We'll have to see how Constellation does. I know they've been building a ton of stuff in the bear market, so it is going to see a very big explosion one day here soon. I remember in the last bull market, people were like DAG, you know, buying 17, 18 cents, and it just went down to nothing. And so it's good to see that that's been rebounding. I know a lot of people have been holding onto their nodes. AVAX Gaming, man, this is getting exciting. I mean, guys, if you don't think AVAX is going past $100 here or even higher, you're out of your mind. There's just so many amazing things that are being built out on AVAX, ready to go. Let me see here. Do I want to play this? Digging into my flow. The SEC has deliberate policy performance to provide less clarity to the marketplace instead of more clarity. There is an event going on in Congress right now where they are trying to figure out why the SEC hasn't provided more clarity. I'll save this for another video. I'll just play 30 seconds of it.
Thanks to our witnesses for joining us today. When Bill Hinman was the director of the SEC's Division of Corporation Finance, he gave a speech on June 14, 2018, entitled Digital Transactions When Howie Met Gary. In this speech, he famously discussed how tokens can morph from securities to non-securities, and he stated that Ether is not a security. Ms. Panik, you reviewed and commented on drafts of this speech, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
When reviewing a draft, you said that providing, quote, less detail in the speech was better because the concept of a token morphing from a security to a non-security was a new concept and would generate a lot of discussion. Do I have that correct?
I believe so.
So you thought the SEC should give less clarity to the market rather than more. I understand you thought the token morphing concept would generate a lot of discussion, but when the industry complains about a lack of clarity, I see it was a deliberate policy preference. All
right, I'm not gonna play this whole thing. I'll post this in the chat if you want to come watch this on your time. That you can do that. I'm gonna make a video about some of these clips for my channel before I leave for California. But the conversations are happening, and I'm sure there's gonna get more stuff drudged up again, about this. But let's just keep it flowing with the, what's going on with all these altcoins and the rest of the market. Coinbase ranking in the Apple Store is basically flat. Retail hasn't shown up yet. If you take a look here, also to at Coin Market. Look how much money is still sitting on the sidelines. You have 80, almost $90 billion sitting in USDT, and you have 24 billion sitting in USDC. Right? There's still such a large amount of money waiting on the sidelines that hasn't yet entered back into the market, or even people coming into the market that kind of have left. So just understand that we are still very early, and if you are getting gains right now, there's a lot more to come. Breakdown on how ETFs will impact altcoins. I thought this was cool.
How much does this lead into other cryptos like Ethereum or smaller altcoins?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously hard to predict, but it's pretty much a given that BTC is the leading indicator. And what we tracked over the last few years is that if there's a significant move for, say, Bitcoin, Ethereum will generally follow or almost trade simultaneously, and then it flows into confidence in the alts market, and then we see other alts move higher as well. So there's a bit of a domino effect here. But we've even seen here in the last few weeks, obviously significant rise in the price of Bitcoin in October, up near 30%. It started with Bitcoin, it translated to some support for ETH, and then the alts have followed, and now we're actually seeing some key alts, like Sol, for instance, rising significantly. So kind of cascades downwards, and certainly the entire space would be impacted more than likely in a positive.
Where do you guys think Solana is heading in this next bull market? Do you think it can hit $500, $600? I'm interested to hear your thoughts of where do you think Solana can go. We were talking about this a couple chats ago. Let me see if I think I have that chat here somewhere still here. Let me see. Might be. As you can see that I have way too many windows open, but I think we were talking about Solana. Yeah, here we go. The case for a $900 Solana, right? Where do you think a Solana can hit $900, right? The 1414 here, right? 618 here is $85. Has a high of $255. I don't know. I think if I had to just own one crypto and it was either Solana, Ethereum for this next bull market, I think I'd pick Solana. I think I'd pick Solana. It's just there's a lot more things being built out, a lot of developers. It's easier to transact, it's cheaper to transact, and there's a lot of really exciting things happening on Solana. I mean, Ethereum. You still, how much money are you paying to do your Ethereum transactions, right? $20 here, $30 here, that adds up, right? And what about people that don't have that type of money, right? That want to trade crypto, right? Solana really is the key into this next bull market, I think, and you're going to see a lot of value coming into the Solana ecosystem. So, what do you think? Solana going to hit $1,000 in this next bull market? That would be insane. I think there's an opportunity definitely to hit, $400 or $500, $1,000. We'll have to see how that plays out, but I just thought that was an interesting clip that we were talking about the other day. All right, so we are up hundreds of a percent this year, and it's still early. Mainstream is still not here. Pension funds, etc., waiting for the ETFs, still aren't here. A lot of capital still in money market funds earning 5% APY. Institutions just starting to enter. Many still on the sidelines. Why is that so important to stick around during the bear markets? Take that time to learn, do your research, and allocate your capital. Do the research, right? It is very hard to do all of this yourself. If you have a job, if you have friends, family, little ones, right? Loved ones you're taking care of, whatever it is, you don't have all of this time to dedicate to learning about all of this stuff that is happening around you. So what do? You find a community, you find a place that you fit in, whether it's, a Twitter community, a Facebook community, a Discord community, whatever it is, but you need help. Find that help, find a place where you can fit in and have hundreds of people, thousands of people working with you to find all of this information. It is a lot easier to do this together than it is to do it alone. All right. True statement. This is a really cool tweet thread about AVAX and the AVAX ecosystem. A lot of information here that gets into stats on AVAX, bridges on AVAX, decentralized exchanges, DeFi, perpetuals trading, DeFi vaults, developer tools, tools part 2, enterprises, lots of really cool gaming, right? Gunzilla Games has been really kind of hitting it off. Games that are being built out, right? Shrapnel. There's a lot of really good information in this tweet. I'm going to share this tweet here in the chat with you guys since you are here. I want to provide you some more value, but take a look at this. It could be pretty insane. I'm going to dig through this tweet a little bit more and go through it with Cryptonairz here on Friday as we do a chat. But there's just so much good information in that tweet, and I hope you're taking a look at some of these projects, because I do think AVAX is going to be one of the the ecosystems that are going to do the best here in 2024. So, I mean, this thing goes on for 29 different segments. So can't go through all in one go. I might just do a whole separate video on all of these different projects. It'd be kind of fun. But this would take me at least an hour to go through all of this information with you. All right, I thought this was really cool. I was floating around Twitter. I saw this game. I've been talking about it in Cryptonairz. So you saw, if you didn't see, that Rockstar Games just put out their, what is it? It is, God, what is this game? I keep forgetting about this game. Man, my mind's blank. What is it? All right, hold on. you know what? I don't play this game. That's why I don't remember what the hell it's called. Grand Theft Auto. Okay, I used to remember like the original Grand Theft Auto where your person was, you shot in like, it looks totally different than what it does now. But I remember playing Grand Theft Auto like 20 years ago. But they just released a new video. I can't play it because there's some music in the background, and YouTube will give me a strike if I play it. But there's another game here that looks pretty insane. Let me see if I can play this. Oh, see. But look, I mean, the graphics over here are just insane. Here's the graphics for Grand Theft Auto, and here's the graphics on this new game that's coming out. This just looks insane. I think AI and modeling is just taking video games to the next level. Can you imagine where we're going to be in 10 years from now on video games? Insane. But what I wanted to show you is this Wilder World. This looks pretty cool. A new dimension of reality, metaverse powered by Wild, right? The Wild token. This is definitely something that maybe you should be researching, putting it on, your things to do, projects to look at here in the space. But the graphics are just unreal on this game, and I think this is going to be pretty popular. A lot of people like these racing games. Rules meant to be broken. It just looks really clean. Looks really clean. So something to take a look at if you want. All right, let me keep going. Here's a clip. See you in Miami. I mean, it's just kind of the same kind of racing style here. It looks insane. You remember playing like Cruising USA, and you can like hit the gas pedal and your car would kind of go up. Also, Taxi, right? Like, was it Taxi Driver? That was a fun game in the arcade where you used to pick people up, and you'd have to race against the clock. Just memories. Tau, BitTensor Tau. November saw a surge with 10,000 new wallets on BitTensor, right? I definitely could see BitTensor going to the thousands. Over the last year, crypto markets have seen a collapse of FTX, largest fraud in recent history, collapse of the regional banking system, $2 trillion bear market, if its largest in history, over 500 lawsuits and regulation cases, multiple crypto lender bankruptcies, Binance fined a record $4.3 billion by U.S. regulators, increased calls for regulation around the globe, yet Bitcoin is up 160% this year. I thought that was a great freaking tweet, right? This means we've been through all of this, right? And we are still here, and we are now on the upswing of all of this, right? We've done the hard time, right? We've had the patience, and now it is paying off. It is exciting. Alex Becker put this out. Giant fireworks explosion. The founder of Go Gala Games, Bitbender Brick, has joined Neo Tokyo. That's very cool. They do a lot of really good information and put out a lot of good information at Neo Tokyo. Here is another tweet here, him talking about IMX, which is immutable. We talked about that. Altura, Vulcan Forged, right? We talked about that. Mirrored Circle, Superverse, Ultras, Illuvium, Playable, Dirk, which is D-Race. Almost all of these projects, I'd say almost all these projects we've talked about inside of Cryptonairz, and now they're just kind of getting hot, and this is the narrative right now in gaming, which is pretty insane. I'll share this with you guys too if you want some quick links to find all of this information yourself. Crazy Taxi, that's it, Chiron. I knew somebody knew about it. Crazy Taxi, yeah. I was pretty awful about that game though. I was not very good. I'm trying to remember like which games I really enjoyed. I enjoyed like your Final Fantasy games, that kind of stuff. Those are the games I really enjoyed. But best performance, November, Tia, right? Up 260%. Tau, Caspa, Rune, Blur, Illuvium, IMX, AVAX, Solana, SNX, GMT, Render. Render, been making some gains in Render too. I think Render is, Render's going to get stupid, right? If you're not in Render, I don't know, Render definitely should be on your long-term hold list. I know there's different opportunities people have been taking to kind of get in and out of Render, taking a little bit of profit here, but Render has a high in the last bull market of $7. I think this is going to blast way past $7-8. I think respectively you could see Render $40-50, maybe higher in this next market. I really think Render is going to just be insane. If you don't know much about Render, let me just show you really quickly. Render Network, distributed GPU rendering on the blockchain. This is really kind of where we're headed. Is the future. there's a really cool video here of this gentleman talking about what Render does, widely scalable rendering network. I like how they have JJ Abrams here on the team list, and they just have a lot of really interesting, well built out team. I think Render is going to just be an absolute monster. So if you don't know anything about Render, start learning about it today. And you know, don't miss that opportunity. Let's see what else we have here. Let's see here. I got a few other things I wanted to go over. Yeah, so hot narratives, real world assets, AI, DPIN, gaming, BetFi. Those are really like the 4 or 5 narratives that are going to be the strongest in crypto. Just maybe stick to 1 or 2 of those niches. It's hard to know everything about everything. You cannot do it, no matter you know, how smart or amazing that you are. There's just too much information there. Have a plan. You know, don't try to buy into 100 different cryptos. That'll you'll never be able to keep track of it all. You know, I would narrow it down to 15, 20, 25 different assets that you think can do a 10, 20, 30x, something like that. And you know, be smart about it, right? But very exciting around real world assets. I let you know, Rio. There's a few other projects that are here. Let me just pull this up. Real world assets. Real world asset cryptos. I mean, you have stuff like Stellar, who actually has the Franklin Templeton partnership, right? They have like $300 million on. That's not what I wanted. Hold on. This is what I wanted. You know, they have $300 million just in that partnership. But, you know, ICP, another one of those projects. Polymesh, definitely one of those projects. I actually talked about Polymesh in a few previous chats. It's up about 8% today. Man, remember when everyone was buzzing about RSR? Man, I used to own this in the last bull market. Not so much these days, but Alliance Block. I think Alliance Block is going to be over $1 here before you know it, especially in this next bull market. It went from, you know, just, what is this, about 5 cents to 15 cents, up about 200% here in the last 45 days. And I think this is just getting started. I think you're definitely going to see a $1 billion market cap for an XRA in this next market. You know, Maple Finance. This is another project that we talked about recently in a chat. Let me just pull this up for you really quickly. Institutional capital marketplace on chain. Since 2021, thousands of capital allocators have trusted Maple with their digital assets. So on Maple, credit professionals manage fast flowing lending business where capital is syndicated and lent into institutional borrowers to fund business growth and operations. Maple is the only on-chain marketplace focused exclusively on serving institutional and individual accredited investors with high quality lending opportunities which suit their liquidity, risk, and return requirements. I think Maple is going to do very well itself. Let's see what else we have on this list right here. OriChain, right? Of course. Propy, you know, they're in kind of the real estate game. That's up 21% today. I remember owning Propy in the last bull market, kind of as they launched here. Propy went all the way up to here $4, and they've had some pretty good runs here. This is the last bull market here in 2021. They originally launched back here in 18. Can you imagine 18? They've been through 2 cycles, and then we're approaching the 3rd cycle. This is at 39 cents here. So just even if you get back to 2021 highs of $3.54, there's a lot of room for this to grow here. At least 700-800%. Let me see what else is here for you to check it out. I know a lot of people have been talking about Boson protocol lately. Of course, we have the prop PC we brought up earlier. Landshare, this is another project that we brought into Cryptonairz Discord. Binance had a post about this at $4 million, doing a 40 to 50x. This is a fractionalized. Let me just pull this up to you. Bringing real estate to the blockchain, invest in tokenized real estate assets directly on the Binance BNB Smart Chain as little as $50. This has probably a lot of growth ahead of it. It's on a good chain. There's a lot of liquidity on Binance. You know, the CZ stuff kind of sucked, but you know, what are you going to do? It's crypto. So Landshare is something definitely to keep your eye on. Let's see what else is here. Anyways, anything else you guys want me to take a look at together here? I need to go. I need to go in about 5-6 minutes. I have to go pick up my sister and then my dad, and so we're gonna do a family thing today. I can't tell you when the last time we were together, the 3 of us. So we're all gonna be together here in Hawaii for the same day, which is gonna be interesting. Rendered $80 at the top. That would be insane, bro. How about Eland? Eland. I haven't heard of Eland. Let's pull that up, my friend. Eland. Eland. If I could spell Eland. Etherland? Damn, 54% in one day. That's not, whoa. Why didn't you send me this like 2 days ago, my friend? Damn, this thing went from, wait, is this legit project? $2 million market cap? Hold on a second. Expanding to Web3, Etherland. Hold on, let's see what this is about.
You are not alone. Managing a single real estate document for one person can be laborious, costly, and prone to errors or losses. And if you're managing multiple documents, and other actors like notaries, government, and owners transfer their documents at the same time as you, documents stack up, delays increase, and costs skyrocket. But don't worry anymore. An innovative solution is here. Etherland has a commitment using blockchain and IPFS-based encryption to solve document management issues. Thanks to our cutting-edge technology, you can save, encrypt, and easily share your real estate documents with all industry experts in record times. Our user-friendly application simplifies the management of your documents. Register a property with our Pro app on your laptop in a few clicks. Then share file access authorizations with your colleagues and partners' DIDs. They can now access, share, and manage every document daily and easily using our real estate file system from their phone.
This is pretty interesting. I wonder who their partners are, though. This thing went crazy, man. Look at this, 0.004. So to 7 cents. That's insane. That's insane. I mean, if you were trading this did this just launch or something? What is going on here? Oh no, this has been 2021. Man, I wonder what's been going on with this $2 million market cap. I'll have to check this out. I'll have to put this on the list for my team to check out. Let me go ahead and put this in team chat real quick so I can, I'm going to put that in my team chat and have my community take a look. Guys, we just merged with another team, actually in Cryptonairz. We just added 5 new people to our team in Cryptonairz. We have an airdrops person, ordinals person, and we have a couple other mods that are going to be doing charting and some other stuff. So, I mean, our team is building out drastically quickly here. Let me share with you the 7-day link if you guys want to join Cryptonairz. If you want to just take a 7-day, if you want to get access to that project that I'm talking about that launches tomorrow, we would love to have you in that community. It's been exciting. We launched this WAP thing just maybe like 3 weeks ago. We've had 30 people join the community since then. Let me go ahead and just send you the link here if you guys are interested in joining for the community really quickly here. We would love to have you, and there's so much information. I can't do this without my amazing community, without my amazing team. So I wanted to thank them and thank you all for being here. I'm going to do more of these chats. Like I said, I'm going to California to visit my mom for her birthday here on Thursday night. I will be back Sunday. Monday, I'll be back in Cryptonairz for another market update. Tuesday, I will be back on YouTube. Let's get together. Let's talk about some projects. Why don't you plan for Tuesday, same time, bring your best project for the bull market. And we're going to look at them together. Everyone will bring one project. We will take a look at these projects together, and we will find the biggest opportunities in the next bull market. How does that sound? Does that sound good? I'm excited about that. Amit, really appreciate you being here. Everyone else, JP, Bill, great to see you, man. Thank you so much, Chiron. Let me see what else is. MMT, I know is here. Green Llama's here. Nicole, thank you so much for being here. Ariana, always a pleasure to see you. And whoever else, everyone else that stayed and joined this chat, I really do appreciate you. I'd love to see you around the Discord community. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. Shillfinger, great to see you. Sounds super sensitive. Yeah, bring a project. Let's do this. Next Tuesday, bring a project. We're going to have some fun, but bring your best, okay? Not the iffy stuff. I want to see the 50, 100x stuff. So bring the project that you think can do a 50 or 100x in the next bull market, and we will go over the projects together, okay? I'm going to bring one. I'll try to bring a couple, but bring your best, and let's see what we can do together, all right? Because these are exciting chats. We're switching up these Sensei chats a bit to kind of to have a more direct look at the market since things are moving so quickly. And I'm going to be putting out videos about like your ISO and your XRP and your XLM stuff on the side. But these chats are going to be really focused on this. Etherland 0 of 100 score. Yeah, it looked a little interesting. I wasn't sure about this, man. I wasn't sure about that. Yeah, I wouldn't be rushing to buy this. I mean, this looks like maybe it was put together on Fiverr quick thing. This website looks very cheap, very quickly put together. There's no partnerships on here. They trust us. LaToken, OpenSea. I mean, it doesn't take much to get on these networks. LaToken, you buy your way onto it. CoinMarketCap, you apply. OpenSea, you just have to upload an NFT. I mean, these are not legitimate, I don't think. I would just be very careful about this project. Let's see what they have on Medium here. Yeah, I would let's hold on. Let me just really quickly before I get out of here and go pick up my sister, even though I'm going to be late here now. Etherland. Okay. Hold on. Let me just pull this up. What Eland? No. Hold on. Here, let me see. Do they have a Twitter account here? Twitter. Eland token, 3,000 followers. Joined March 2021. Hold on. I mean, the time's right about when the project launched, and the Twitter, which that's a plus. I don't know, but this looks a little suspect here. Not a lot of people are talking about this either. I would just be very careful on this project. I would try to talk with the team and see if you can actually find some information about it. Just be very careful. I mean, there's so many other things that have built out trusted teams, reliable projects, like putting something in something like this that is a little bit more suspect. I don't think I would be doing this unless I could like fully talk with the team and really understand who their partnerships were, because this, for being in a project since 2021, why does your website look like this, right? It's been 3 years and you haven't been able to put together a better website. I would just be very careful about this project. Okay. Just full disclosure there. Just be very, very careful. All right. But I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Bring your projects. Let's talk about them together. It's an honor to spend this time with you. I will see you all very, very soon. Stay excited. This market is just heating up, and it's an opportunity that you're never going to want to miss. And so I'll see you next time. Aloha.